So as you know, my name is Kianti Ayshea, and this is Blue Aura Healing Guidance and Tarot. This is going to be a reading for our Divine Feminine and all of the twin ninja. So even if you identify as a Divine Masculine, get on up in here. I'm going to combine them today. We're going to combine them today. Get on up in here, all right? And so let's see what the messages are that Spirit has here for you on today. As always, please do keep in mind, y'all, these are general messages. Only take what resonates with you and leave the rest. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead and see what the messages are the Spirit has here for you. We have glow up and a snack, child. What? Look at them already being naughty from the very beginning. Well, I already know who this is about. Masculine, you're nasty. You're nasty, masculine. You're just nasty. But feminine likes it, though, apparently. So, you know, hey, all right, you're nasty. We got settlement. Yeah, so maybe they're trying to come to some sort of middle ground with you, some sort of agreement. You know, let's come to terms, ma'am. Let's come to terms. Because you like, goodbye, you know, but you can also take it and flip it, all right, for the masculines that are here. If this is you and your person all of a sudden want to reveal and confess true feelings, you like, girl, bye. You know, put yourself wherever you go, all right? We're going to put ourselves on whichever side we go because we're combining the two today. But your person, we're just going to say your person is watching you. We'll say there and your person, okay? If it comes through as one or the other, I will say it as such. If you know it is not that way and it's flipped, then in the comments you may correct it, or you can correct it in your own brain. Whichever way it goes down. All right. Correct it in your own mind. All right. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. What are the messages? Okay. We have spark. Ooh. Okay. Perfect match, gut feeling, soul connection. Yeah. Person's like, bet. I know this is my perfect match. Bet. All right, and you more than likely feel the same way. Oh, how cute. We have the T. All right, so somebody's getting some tough love right now. Who is it? Who is it? Let's see what's going on. We have Bay. Oh, it's because somebody is not providing the receipts. Okay, you both feel the same way about each other. But let's say this person was like, all right, let's meet up right now. Right, you know, da-da-da. You know, I'm like, all right, I'm pulling up. This person, on the other hand... Exactly. Okay. So maybe that's why you like, I don't know about this, you know, because a person will put time and energy into what they want to put time and energy into. If they're not putting that effort into you, you like, well, all right. So perhaps this person is worried. Like, have you found someone else? Yeah. Because they just come across very disconnected. You know, you like, this is a soul connection, but you're disconnected. So you're disconnected from the soul connection and want me to be all up on you. Yeah. Because you're the chosen one. But you're not about to be all up on anybody, you know. Especially not someone who is showing you that they really want you to be on them in the first place. So we have glow up. Your energy has shifted. Your priorities are different. You're prioritizing differently these days, you know. You're attracting the things that you want to yourself. Not just from your masculine or your feminine, but period. Keep in mind, the two of you are like lovebirds, all right? So two birds of a feather that should be flocking together, you know? Two birds of the same feather. Look at y'all, same coat, all right? Meaning the same, like, you know, furs. What would you call that, y'all? Is that the bird's coat? What's that? What's that on the bird, y'all? What's that? Blue knows a lot, but I never pretend to know everything. And I want to say it right for the little birdie babies, you know? I aspire to have birds one day. Look at them. Aren't they so cute? Look at them. All right. So, like, really look at them for real. You see how he's kissing on her cheek or how she kissing on his cheek, whichever way it goes. I really think that's the masculine. Something tells me that's the masculine. Because look at his face. Look at the face right there. Like, oh, boy, she go kissing all over me again. And she like, yep, you know? Yep, OMG. They probably not that affectionate, but with you, they certainly are. Alright. Yeah, this person is watching you. They're salty right now because they feel like, oh, yeah, okay. So, in the event that some of your masculines or feminines were in karmic relationships, they could have gotten themselves in a situation where maybe there's a child coming. All right. So this person, even if they want to put certain energy or effort into you, they can't. So again, this could be why your priorities have shifted. It's like, I'm into you, you into me. It's not a doubt here. Like, we know we have a soul connection. It's no question. You know, as the time passes or what have you, you know, nothing changes. All right. Like, the love remains. If anything, it grows. You know, my respect and admiration for you grows. You know, like, it only gets better over time with the twin. But if this twin has never been able to really like show up the way that you want them to, you know, that plays a large role in why you shifted your priorities. They got whatever this other situation is going on. They can't really put too much into you, even though y'all know what y'all have. It's like, well, what can y'all really do about it? You know, right is right, wrong is wrong. That's just what it is. Okay. You can't always move in life based on how you feel. Right? That's not mature, right? Yeah, I feel mad, so this is what I'm gonna do because I'm upset, and then mess everything up for yourself in whichever regard. You know what I mean? So like right here, spiteful, dramatic, and jealousy. Perfect example. Why would you do something out of spite? Why would you do something because you're jealous? Why would you do something? You know what I mean? So in the event that, let's say this person felt like they wanted your attention, they wanted, you know, something from you, and you weren't giving it to them, what have you. So to, you know, be spiteful, this person went and slept with someone, but now let's say the person is pregnant, or they, you know, they were spiteful and they went hard, like they had like an angry F, you know the ones, they had an angry F, you know, and now it's a baby coming from it. But like, what is that? You know, that's like a karmic whole situation, right? Whole karmic situation right there. I said a karmic whole situation. The whole karmic situation right there, buddy. You know, what are you doing? So whether that's feminine or masculine, it really wouldn't matter. And see, I knew it. It's because you have not been talking to them as much. And I really feel like that's for a lot of the feminines. But again, masculine, you know which side you go on. If that was homegirl tripping, then hey, all right, she shouldn't have been tripping. But anyway, so yeah, it's like somebody went into this situation for all the wrong reasons. It's knocked up. Like, I don't know what they were doing. All right. And see, Zaddy, I feel like it's really divine masculine went out here and did some bull crap, you know, and it's like, why would you do that? Yeah, see, because they were mad. I can't make this up. I'm telling you right now. And that's sad. It's like you were mad at feminine because feminine shifted her priorities, but she or he, excuse me, they shifted their priorities because you were disconnected from the connection. It's a connection and you're not connected. Because you're doing every darn thing else. Remember the clink, 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 clink with the glasses? You clink, clink, clinking every weekend. So much so that you don't have what it takes to invest into the twin flame connection. Because for some of you, you're miles and miles and miles apart, right? That's where we left off at. If I'm not mistaken, two or 3 days ago, that's where we left off at. So because you're miles and miles and miles apart, you know what I mean? It's like you would need what's necessary to invest. You cannot be clink, 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 clinking every weekend, you know, unless you just got it like that. And apparently they didn't. So we have twin flame here. Okay, twin flame. Okay, this is the twin. All right, in the entanglement. Lord have mercy. That's why Blue did that little snicker. This is the twin in the entanglement. Okay, that pretty much says everything for me, doesn't it? Child. So yeah, exactly. It's very immature. What did I just say? Nothing about that is cool. Okay, you got all this stuff going on over there with you, and you want me to stay connected because I'm your twin. So in other words, twin feels like you're bae. You are bae regardless. Here's the thing though, bae is before anything else. You ain't putting this feminine before anything else. What are we talking about? You know what I'm saying? If feminine has said bye Felicia, or masculine, put yourself again, whichever's on. Come on, nobody's saying that just because. Like, you're clearly not prioritizing them. You're not, you know what I mean? And that's why priorities is being emphasized here in the first place. Okay, that's the whole point. You had these feelings that you want to confess after the fact, but if the feelings were true, wouldn't you have thought about that even while you were upset and said, yes, I'm upset right now, right? But I'm not going to be upset forever. So I'm not going to make a decision that could affect my life forever, you know, because a baby changes your life forever, right? And every time you have one, every time you have children, it changes your life again. You got to rearrange things again. You got to do this, that, and the other all over again. You see what I'm saying? So what are you doing? You know, so it's like, I mean, I guess they didn't want to be with you. It's how you would look at it, you know, just coming from a logical place. Because it's like, I don't know what else you could have been thinking. You were not thinking clearly, right? In that moment. See, we have squad, exactly. You see, clink, 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 clink. It's just like you have the inner circle, you have your family, and you're partying. Cool. There's nothing wrong with that, right? There's a hierarchy of importance in everybody's lives. We understand that. However, it's the fact that this person does not come on that list for you, but you want them to stay present. That doesn't add up. You see, yeah, exactly, baddie. This is divine feminine. Where is divine feminine around here? Divine feminine over here by themselves. Meanwhile, everybody else clink, 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 clink. Now, granted, maybe this energy is low vibrational and you just don't resonate with that energy. So if that's the case, you know, obviously you probably wouldn't even want to be around in the first place. But do we not exist here on this earth? Are we not human beings? Do we not have to live around and work around and shop around and just get our nails done around and, you know, all other types of services around low vibrational individuals all the time? We have to know how to interact with other people. Not everybody is high vibrational. Not everybody is multi-sensory. You get what I'm saying? Not everybody understands, you know, energy and things like that. So we still have to learn how to work with those individuals. Just because someone is not as evolved as we are doesn't mean that we can't get along with them. But for a person to not incorporate you into their world at all, it's like, okay, well, I mean, again, what else could we say? Not even coming from a spiritual place, coming from a reality place, coming from a common sense place. If a person wants you to be a part of their world, they'll include you in it. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like that. You didn't feel like a person was including you in their world, but they want to lock it down. It's like, what are you talking about? None of this makes sense. So again, none of it is no reason to it. You know what I mean? There's no reason to it, which is why Blue loves doing what she does, because it provides you with the clarity that you need when it comes to the twin flame situation. A lot of the time, it does not make sense. A lot of the stuff. A lot of the time, there is no reason to it. You know, like they'll say, oh, well, I did this and this is how I feel. And I know it don't make no sense. But the fact that they themselves know a lot of this don't make no sense, which is why they stay to themselves or they stay with the karmic or whatever, because they're trying to sort through these feelings. They're like, listen, I feel like this, but I keep doing this, so I'm not understanding why that's the case. And if I feel this way, why would I keep doing exactly? It's no reason to it, but it's something else. It's deeper. It's something in the subconscious. It's something in the psyche. It's something, you know, in their ancestral DNA. It is something like that, like going on, that is preventing the twins from being together. And until you figure out what that root is, these are the type of situations, things that are just illogical, don't make sense. All right, so yeah, we have triggered, healing, traumatized, and solitude. Now the person feels triggered. All right. Now they're feeling triggered. We have vacates. They're thinking about coming to you, thinking about coming towards you here. All right. Yeah, because they really like talking to you. And as of right now, they're not. And even if this other situation is going on, it's like, yeah, a person could have tried to very much so stay focused on that, because this is the thing that I'm dealing with. This is the situation. This is what I'm a part of at present. So I need to be what? Present. Nevertheless, I keep thinking about this other person. And they could have done everything in their power to try to stop thinking about you. It's just not working, because you have intense emotions for your mirror soul. You like talking to them and you want to indulge. You find them to be irresistible. You're attracted in a way that makes you want to prioritize this soul connection. Therefore, it's like, why would you ignore what you're feeling? They don't want to. They want to express loyalty. They want to be devoted to this connection in any way that they can be. So even if the two of you don't come together in a way that's like, oh yeah, we together, as in like, you know, I don't want to say boyfriend, girlfriend, because we're too damn old for that. But like, yeah, this my man, this my lady, or what have you. If y'all together like that, then, yeah, no. But if not, then I don't really know what this person is talking about. Because it's like, they're still going to have this whole situation going on here. They're still going to have this whole situation going on here if somebody got knocked up. You know, and they could be trying to do, now this is going to sound really crazy, y'all. Never mind. I'm going to leave that right where it's at. Yeah, we got beefing. I feel like this person is ready to cut whoever off so that they don't have to lose you. But I also feel like some of you may feel like, yeah, me and my person beefing, or that's how they feel. Yeah, we've been beefing. We ain't really beefing. You know, I say what I have to say. I feel how I feel, and that's that. It's not really beefing. You know? Yeah, big mad. Yeah, we look, twin, ain't nobody beefing. At the end of the day, if it doesn't work for us right now, or at all, then it doesn't work for us right now, or at all. Like, what are we talking about? I'm not about to stress myself. Yeah, we have Netflix and chill. Intimacy, quality time, and cuddling. Exactly. You like, I'm not about to stress myself out here. But because this person really wants you, they're like, no. You know, and here's the thing, right? They could be kind of impulsive at times. Yeah, this is definitely Zeddy. Masculine, your masculine is a little impulsive. All right, so if they said something or did something, it was completely out of frustration. They really want you. Like, let's say if they was like, oh, I don't want this, da-da-da. Yes, they do. They want you. They love you. They care about you. They're missing you right now. You get what I'm saying? This person is all up in their feelings about this whole situation. All right, we have in sync. All right, angel numbers, synchronicities, nature signs. Yeah, you're getting a lot of signs everywhere. Okay, they're getting a lot of signs everywhere. This person wants to separate from whoever they need to separate from to come towards you, but they're also hoping that you haven't made your final decision when it comes to them. Like, this person could have said something like that to you. Yeah, unimpressed. They could have said something like that to you, like, well, you already made your mind up about me. You already made your mind up about me. You like, what are you talking about? You don't even know if I made my mind up about you or not. But stuff like this is not helping. It's definitely not helping, okay? Like, you know I love you. Cut the bullshit, okay? Cut all the bullshit. Stop playing with me, okay? Like I'm a karmic or somebody you don't know the way you know. Like, stop playing with me, okay? Because you know me, but you don't know that, okay? Stop assuming you know all of that. You don't, all right? So, yeah, it's like, no, I'm not impressed with, you know, being cold mashed potatoes or somebody trying to make me be their cold ass mashed potatoes and I'm a whole entree. No, you get what I'm saying? Definitely not. However, sir, that doesn't mean that I don't understand you, right? It's just I don't have the time for it. I'm not the cold ass mashed potatoes. Yeah, exactly. I'm the chosen one. You see? So the chosen one is never going to be like, oh, let me play this role of cold ass mashed potatoes right quick. Heck to the no. You can get these karmics to do that. They'll enjoy it. All right? They'll gladly do it. They'll willingly do it. Me, on the other hand, right? You're like, right? So unconditional and on the table. All right? So this love is unconditional. No matter what, no matter who, it exists. It will continue to exist. The love is real. All right? Because the soul connection is real. I hope you guys are staying warm. It's really cold. So if you guys see Blue with sweatshirts on, you're like, hey, Blue just wore that sweatshirt. Child, it's a damn sweatshirt and it's cold. Shit. It's called washer, sheen, and dryer. Washer, sheen, and dryer. Oh boy, you guys. Obviously I missed you. All right, let's see. Intervention, rescue others involved. You heard I said intervention. Child, you don't get your ass about that whole leave me alone, stop playing with me. Yeah, bounty hunter, exactly. If you want it bad enough, bark like you want it. Bark like you want it. Bark like you want it. Shit. And you have lockdown, mental prison, confined. Okay, they can't get you off their mind. Thinking about you nonstop. Look at the tongue hanging out. Look at them. Oh my gosh. Calm down, baby. Calm down. Yeah. You see this? They want to come to some sort of middle ground. Let's come to an agreement. I feel like, yeah, they're jealous. They're jealous of something that you're doing. Let's say for those of you that do have a new boo or a new bae, they're jealous. And they're keeping tabs of something. They're keeping note of something. They could also be so jealous that maybe they started talking to somebody, like a therapist or something. Or maybe just a group of their friends. And their friends are like, man, you need to write these feelings down. Because you coming toxic. Like, you know, this sound crazy or something like that. Like, it's because it's not really who and how they are. But because they're so pissed. Or excuse my language, because they're so upset, it's like it's coming out that way. you know, and their friends are like, what has gotten into you? You know, like, you're not envious, you're not jealous, you're not this, you're not that, but that's what's here. We got petty, jealousy, envy. So it's like they want to do things out of petty, like, to be petty, you know, because I feel this way towards you, so I'm gonna do this right now because I'm upset. Okay, but ultimately, again, it's only going to come back to you. You see what I'm saying? If feminine ever finds out about anything like that, it's a wrap. So all that you wanting to be in their life stuff, no. All that you getting somebody else to do it so that it doesn't come back to you, no. Because feminine is going to know that we have the proof. You see? So it's something here like that that's going on as to where their friends are like, no. You know, whoever they're talking to is like, no. You know, that's mad unhealthy. You know, you didn't provide the person with the proof. You didn't show them that what you're saying is for real. So how you gonna get mad if they don't want to deal with you? Yeah, we have crush. Like, you feel sad, broken, and alone, but you didn't put the energy and the effort in, like we said in the beginning. Realization. So this is what's come to their awareness. You know, if this person shifted their priorities, it's because I was not prioritizing them. Yeah, family. They were prioritizing what they should. You know, family is important, of course. But it's like you did not. You know what I'm saying? You're not a part of the inner circle. Family, nothing. They even put the club above you. You know, they're partying. They put all that above you. You know what I mean? It's like, whatever. Hanging out was above you. You know, being at a bar was above. Everything was above you. So it's like, what the hell are you staying present for? It doesn't make any sense. Here we have triggers. All right. So maybe that's just what they're used to. Maybe this person gets off on feeling like that. Like feeling like, you know, yeah, like some people get off on making you feel like you're not important. You're not this. You're not that. Whatever. Right? So maybe that's where you was coming from. You're like, hold the hell on. You know, like, because I could be doing other things with my time. You do notice, right? And the other day, if I'm not mistaken, we had the Empress in reverse. The Empress in reverse is when somebody doesn't recognize your worth or they're not treating you accordingly. They could see it. They don't give a dang. They either don't see it or they see it and don't want you to see it. They try to break it so that it's like you're not the same way, and maybe now they feel more deserving because maybe they feel like you're a better person, which if that's the case, I wouldn't want to be with nobody like that anyway. So again, back to poison, toxic, unhealthy. Somebody could have told them like, nah, the way you went about this or the way you going about this is just not right. All right. It's not right at all. Yeah, but every time they see your name or hear your name or see a car that looks like yours or reminds them of you or anything like that, the emotions come back all over again. Then they get to watching you and creeping on you all over again. Because like I said, this person could have caused themselves trying to fall back and stop thinking about you altogether. Because, you know, they moving on with their life and they see you're moving on with yours. But they can't. You know what I'm saying? They cannot because you're twin flame. Yeah, see, now look at this. Look at all the signs, okay? We got knocked up, entrapment. Is that not the same thing? Pregnancy is not the same thing? Then we have escapade, vacation. Is that not the same thing? So it's like, but regardless of what this person has going on, you know, if they were to come towards you, this is what will happen. We have knocked up, escapade, twin flame, entrapment. So if your person comes towards you, this is what they're going to try to do. Why? Because they love you. That's the first thing. Yeah, divine feminine. That's the first thing. Second thing, they want to have a reason to deal with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to leave or you're trying to be done. They want to have a reason. Now, that's toxic as hell, too. So, it's so many reasons why that's coming out. But I do feel like this person wants a child with you. Speaking in terms of, like, not a toxic way or unhealthy way. Let's go back to the original storyline. You know, a person was in that situation with whomever else. But you see, it's like they separate themselves. Now, homie, skillet, biscuit. This does not mean go hop from one person to the next person, making babies everywhere. That is not what this means, okay? We are not out here just doing that. That is wild. We are not just creating a bunch of broken families. I do not condone that. We are not promoting that. That is not what we are talking about. If a connection or relationship or whatever has not worked out, they are not a failure. You do not have to view yourself as a failure. If a relationship or a marriage does not work out, you did not fail. The marriage just did not work out. It's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't mean that marriage, period, doesn't work. It just means that one didn't work. You know, it's all about perception. It's all about your mindset. Understand. So if a person says, well, this didn't work, but I want to move on in my life and I know who I want to do it with, they have every right to do that, y'all. It's nothing wrong with that. And I wish people would understand and stop trying to make a person feel bad for wanting to move on with their life. I did this for X amount of time. Sometimes it's a decade or two. The shit did not work. Am I supposed to give it another decade or two? Or should I go and be with the person that I feel like I could be happy with? Because that's the person I've been trying to sneak off to the whole damn time. You see what I'm saying? Something like that, right? And I think where a lot of you are coming from is being on the opposite side. If you were to be with this person, you know, are they going to do that to the karmic? Like, okay, now you with me, you're going to chase after the karmic the same way that you was chasing after me the whole damn time you was with karmic? You know what I mean? Like, this could be the things that you're thinking, right? Because that's just the reality of the situation. Like, you're dealing with me, or trying to, the whole time that you're with this person. So, of course, someone with sense and logic who has reason would say, you know, yeah, that, you know, if I get with this person, are they going to be chasing after the karmic the same way that they were coming after me? Because are you just a dog? You a dog, 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 you a dog. Like, is that just what's going on here? You see what I'm saying? Because nobody want to deal with no dog, okay? We have waves. Yeah, so it's like at times they have these feelings that they try to push away, but then they realize, you know what, I can't. And they just let them be. They just let them be, just how you sit on the beach and you realize that I can't do nothing about these waves that are washing up. I might as well just sit here and enjoy it. And the thing about it is, if you see them waves getting bigger and you don't want to get washed away by them, you might want to get your behind up, you know. But I don't feel like this person is trying to move from how they feel. They're just going to let the emotions wash over them. And so they're coming towards you to take this risk because of it. Like, these feelings and emotions have washed over me, and now I feel like I want to take this risk. I want to come towards my person. Yeah, because I love them. You see, I let these emotions wash over me. And what did I come up with? Like, when I came up from the water, how did I feel? In love. You get what I'm saying? And this unconditional love top it off. Yeah, and look at the stuff sticking his head out. This is today. Come together. You see what I'm saying? They said, I'm done trying to run away from how I feel, because it's putting me in a toxic mindset. I can't run away from how I feel for this person. I have to acknowledge it. I have to act on it, say something, do something. Like, if I have to try to get back in their good graces by talking to them a little bit at a time. Hey, how you doing? Just checking in. Hey, how you doing? Just want to see if you need anything. Hey, how you doing? Period. You get what I'm saying? Like, hey, how you doing? Question mark, shall I say? Not no damn period. Blue had a moment. All right. But, like, I'm just saying, like, that's it. As in period. That's it. But, like, not period as in, like, the punctuation that we should use. Or you're saying? Not the mark. Not the mark. Okay? But anyway, so let us see, y'all. We have commitment and we have verge. So, yeah, this person is on the verge of expressing what they want. Okay? What they want is commitment. What they want is you. Okay? They're on the verge of expressing this. It's like TikTok. I'm about to tell them right now because I'm tuned into everything that they're doing. And again, with the lurking, if this person, like, let's say if they're looking to see your name pop up, your name don't pop up. You're like, uh-oh, you know, but if your name does pop up, it's like, uh-oh, either way it goes, like, your person is always checking for you. It's how I take that. Look at the lurking, yo. Look at the lurking card. Okay, clearly they always checking for you. Okay, literally, that's not blue just talking smack. No, they really be checking for you like this. Okay. We have trash. Ooh, your person feel like you trying to discard them. They're like, it's, you know, don't. What the hell is that? Don't take your love away. You know, let me make this offer to you. Please don't discard us. Yeah, but you like, it's forbidden. I'm not doing no cold ass mashed potatoes. I'm not nobody's cold mashed potatoes. You're like, it's way more than that for me. You're definitely not the cold mashed potatoes, you know? And this is today, in this present moment, okay? Yeah, divine masculine. You fell right on my lap. What you need? Yeah, they want to talk to you, okay? They want to talk to you. Oh, right on my thigh. They just keep sliding at me. What you need, sir? All right. We have done. Oh, that's why. Because they feel you done. So they just going to keep coming at you. You saw that? It's like. Yeah, what was blue grabbing? Never mind. What? What just happened? On the camera, right? What just happened? All right. I feel violated by my own self. Oh, snap. All right, so we have soulmate. I done violated myself. Oh, we have happiness. So maybe that's what they missing. They're missing you, okay? Excuse me. They're missing you and the laughter and the joy that you bring, all right? You're the sunflower. Like I tell you guys, my favorite example, I'm going to always say it, I don't care. It's like when the sunflowers look at the sun, you know, that's how they get all the energy and stuff. They all happy, like, ee! And then when the sun is out, when the sun is gone, they turn towards each other. You see what I'm saying? But let's say they don't have no sunflower to turn to. Then they all sad and droopy, like, ee! But, you know, and so your masculine is looking for his sunflower. He's like, where's that? Where's that? Where's that? And you not nowhere to be found. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of sad. So again, back to lurking. Look at this with anxiety. Even right here, look. Look. What's that? The virtual reality thing. So even it's like it doesn't matter. This person is so tuned into everything that you're doing. It's not even funny. They're gonna find a way to find you. That to me says it all. There's no reason for you to be nowhere else. If you're gonna find a way to find this person, you know what I'm saying? However, some people just like that. Some people can have everything they've ever wanted in their life right in front of them and still be chasing the next person. So in your mind, you're like, if that's what you're doing, you can stay right where you're at. I'm not interested, because what if we do get together? You gonna do the same thing to me? You gonna chase behind this person that you just left to be with me or something? You gonna chase behind the next person that you thought about, or you know, whatever the case may be, right? But no, I don't see that. I don't think that. I don't feel that. But I understand why one would think that. All right, how you get them is how you lose them. Good. I understand why you would think that. Okay, or how you get them is how you lose them, my dude. For the fellas. So yeah, I understand why a person would think that, but I don't feel that here. All right, so we have a couple, y'all. Let us see. We have the Emperor and the Fool card. I know that's right. So not me flipping it a million times. Maybe that's what it is. This person has flipped so many times. Like 1 minute is this, next minute is that. 1 minute is this, next minute is that. You like, child, they so damn wishy-washy, flippy-floppy. I don't know what they got going on. Okay, I have no idea, but this Emperor is thinking about taking a risk. We just said that with the Oracle, right? So we're not going to sit here too long. This could have also been someone that gave you the impression that they were very non-committal. Yeah, Six of Swords. So you distance yourself from them. You're like, you know, but again, them taking the risk, them taking the leap of faith is because they don't like the distance and because they keep fantasizing about you. Now, you being distant is because you felt like it was illusions, you know? So just take it whichever way it goes, because I'm reading for both right now, right? I'm merging the two. So we have the Knight of Pentacles, slow and steady, right? Does not win a race because it is not a race. But slow and steady is what this person wants to do. They want to have a new beginning, but they want to take their time. However, it's like you do have to invest, right? You can't let like 99 years pass by before you say hello again. You know, like, yeah, can we start over? And you're like, all right. And they don't say hello to you for 99 years. You're like, well, shit, I guess this is starting over. We ain't nothing now, you know? So, but that's not what they want. They want to come together with you. I feel like this person is just getting together a plan, okay? They're getting a plan together, Five of Wands, yeah, because they feel like it's things that would, if they were to try to pursue or come at you a certain way right now, there are certain things or people that would try to stand in the way of them being able to do what they want to do. Judgment, yes. Their discernment says, you know, move about the situation a certain way. Don't just hop, skip, and jump into it. Even though you feel that way, Four of Swords, yeah, take your time. I feel like, you know, this person understands also that you're protecting your peace. Your discernment said to block out whatever negative energy was coming, whether it was from this person or someone else. Because keep in mind with that jealousy, if there's a karmic person, which we see there is, we already talked about that, person could be aware of you and be sending you evil eye as well. Seven of Pentacles is about investing and waiting to see the return of our investment. So with the Three of Cups, right? Three of Cups being reunion, celebratory energy, you know, friends, dating, stuff like that. This person feels like the two of you have great friendship. They really want to take you out. They really want to reunite, but they feel like they betrayed you, or they feel like they emotionally disappointed you, you know? So it's like, how do I show this person how much I love them if all I ever did was keep them waiting, and now because of it, they're blocking me out in order to protect their peace, aka I've disturbed this person's peace, so I don't see why they would want to deal with me again. You see what I'm saying? So we have the Page of Cups. They want to apologize, again, reconcile. It's like start anew. Eight of Wands is communication. This is a lot of phone calls or a lot of text messages, emails, something. Back and forth communication between you and this person that allows for you to have clarity or gain clarity on a situation that was otherwise confusing. The Star card is clarity again. Healing, renewal, peace, blessings. All right, so there's a lot of good energy coming in here for you. Then we have the Queen of Swords. All right, and the Queen of Swords is somebody that is head over heart. She makes wise decisions, okay? Even though this is my divine counterpart and I know it, I'm going to make a decision that's logical, that it makes sense. You know, I'm not going to just do stuff because I feel a certain type of way. No, Three of Pentacles is about teamwork, cooperation, collaboration. Excuse me. So what this person is praying for is that there can be peace restored in the relationship. Notice how I said the relationship. That's what they want with you. There could be peace restored in a relationship. And that you will forgive them for disturbing your peace, for not seeing where you were coming from, or for disappointing you. Like, they really want to come together with you. Three of Pentacles. And see, that's it. This one to come out with the Three of Pentacles, I was just waiting. So we have the King and Queen of Cups. The two of you are a match. You're definitely in love. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Okay? You're in love with each other. It's just a matter of how do you get through all the stuff that's going on. Okay? We have the Page of Swords. Again, with them watching, they're very curious. This person watches you all the time. Yeah, Seven of Cups. And they fantasize about you. A lot. Okay? Seven of Cups. This is what they fantasize about. Commitment. Long-term relationship with you. That's what they want. These people have on wedding attire. So as far as they can see, they see you in a wedding dress. Okay? Knight of Cups. Yeah. It's like, let's go on a date. Let's hang out. Let's spend time. Again, vacation. They may ask to take you on a vacation. All right? We have the Eight of Pentacles here. All right. So the Eight of Pentacles is working on something, building something up. And then we have this Fool. I mean, not Fool. The Wheel of Fortune. All right? So the Fool card says they're going to take that leap of faith. That was over there with the Emperor. The Wheel of Fortune says that with putting in the work, things are going to shift in a positive manner. So if this person really wants this connection and they put the work in that Spirit is guiding them to put in, they'll receive the outcome that they want to receive. We have, yeah, see, we have the Chariot. Exactly. It's all about victory, overcoming the obstacles and challenges. You see temperance, doing things in moderation, not being impulsive. All right. You feel a certain type of way. Okay. Work on that. Work through that with your person. Okay. You want to be with this person. Okay. Learn how to collaborate with them. Two of Wands. Yeah. If you're going to make plans, stick to the plans. Justice. So I feel like they want to make something right. Yeah, and the way they want to do it, Four of Wands, is coming together in union. You know, they want to come together in union. Child. All right, let's see. Yeah, they could have been very self-centered at some point. This is something they're realizing. It says, newsflash, the world doesn't revolve around you, and you are not the center of anyone's universe. The sooner you get a grasp on this, the better off you will be. All right, like maybe they thought, yeah, but you're supposed to stay here and deal with me. You're like, what? I'm not even getting the things I need out of the connection in order to stay in the connection. So why would I do that? You know, or stay present for it? Because the thing with twins is you're always going to be in the connection, whether you're dealing with each other in the physical or not. It's a connection that remains. Unless, of course, you just don't want it. Then you can go ahead and revoke the contract or just not care for it, not tend to it, not pay it no mind. That's what you want. I feel like that's this person tried to do. It just didn't work. You know, or it could have been you. Put yourself whichever side. It's not going to work. It's your twin soul. It's not meant to work. It's meant for you to learn from each other and grow together, even if you don't get together the way people be trying to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so much bigger than that. But it says, be realistic. Get your head out of the clouds and begin seeing things the way they really and truly are. Walking through life wearing rose-colored glasses only leads to pain, embarrassment, and loss. You see what I'm saying? So that's what you said. You was like, I had to get my head out of the clouds. I felt like I was looking at this person like they were this and that for me and you know, to me and all sort of stuff. And because of that, you may have accepted certain things that you would not have otherwise accepted, or you would have tolerated, shall I say, certain things that you would not have otherwise tolerated. We have happiness. True happiness comes from within. Never allow anyone or anything to determine what makes you happy. Okay. Yep. Remember we talked about that the other day? A person feeling away because you're still able to be happy. And they're like, how? How are you still able to be happy? How not? You know, I'm supposed to be happy. First of all, we have unique. When the Creator made you, she broke the mold. There is not another person on earth like you. Celebrate being different. And that's why they can't let go. They'll never be able to let you go, aside from you being their twin. because there's nobody else like you. We have dark night of the soul, intuition, and self-centered. See? We have security. Be careful not to be drawn into a false sense of security. Security begins only when trust has been established. You see, like with the locks. I was like, how are they going to lock something down and this is how they're moving? Remember when Blue said that? How are they going to lock something down and make you feel secure when this is how they're moving? And it's the fact that you're realistic and you see the truth. It's not that, this is the thing. You can be spiritual. You can have belief. You can manifest everything that you want. That is true. That is so true. It is so facts. However, you still are a part of, again, this human reality. And the reality is not everybody is as evolved as you are. And somebody, you know, one of those people may be your masculine. You know what I'm saying? So in the event that's the case, this is what you're dealing with. An unevolved masculine who, just because you know that they're your divine masculine, what does that mean? You know, and it makes it worse. There's so much you have to deal with. This person is self-centered like the other self-centered individuals that you know. But because this is your masculine, you've dealt with certain things. You've allowed certain things because you want them to work through it for the sake of the union. However, if a person is going to remain self-centered, what can you really do about that? They have to go through a dark night of the soul. They have to trust their intuition. King of Cups, you know? So it says, during your dark night of the soul, it may seem that all is lost and that you may not make it through. Rise from the ashes and choose to be better, not bitter. You see, like I said, when they was talking to their friends or whoever with the 5 of Wands, it's like, what are you doing? That's toxic. If you try to cause blocks or any type of interference for this person because you're mad about how they did you, or you feel this or you feel that, that's petty. When really the whole situation is your fault. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, usually you'd be like, oh, let's not be like, oh, whose fault? Who's to blame? No, at the end of the day, you didn't invest. You didn't put this person on your priority list, but you wanted them to stay present because they didn't, and you couldn't change their value, their view of themselves and their worth. You get what I'm saying? You feel some type of way. No, that's something else you need to work on. That's within. They ain't got nothing to do with this person. You see what I'm saying? Ain't got nothing to do with feminine. So it says, always trust your gut. The universe is constantly speaking to us. Will you choose to listen? The universe is telling them what they need to know. They just not listening. All right. But I feel like because this person knows who you are, it's like they want to come in and make something right with you. You know, I know this is my soulmate. I know that. So because of it, I want to come in and make things right with them. Okay. The universe could also be giving somebody a nice little dose of some karma, and because of that, they're like, oh, let me hurry up and do right. You know what I mean? But those are the messages that I have here for you at the time. I pray that this helps you. I know it will. If this was your reading or you enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not already, go ahead and subscribe. The information as to where you can book personal readings with me, purchase any merchandise, etc. can be found in the description box beneath this video. Peace and Hagrid.